What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods XY Big Z. You already know the vibes, man. Listen, we are back in the building again, man. And listen, we talking about JD. JD, if you don't know, the boy Jermaine Dupri, hip hop legend. Say what you want, he's a hip hop legend. If you don't know Jermaine Dupri, it just ain't your time, dog. But JD is a hip hop legend, so no JD slander. At the same time, JD has some interesting things to say about this whole Super Bowl thing. So JD is kind of saying that people who picked K-Dot over Wayne for the Super Bowl don't really love hip hop. Nah, this is gonna be interesting to hear. What his reasoning is and why he thinks this way. But let's get to the video. And listen, shout out to BigZoeTV. Make sure y'all give them a follow. That's where this content is coming from their interview with Jermaine Dupri. Let's go.
Trending topic, Super Bowl. Lil Wayne, Hot Boys, they back together. Everybody was pissed because they wanted Lil Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, but Jay-Z went with Kendrick, or the NFL went with Kendrick. What were your thoughts on that, man?
Where was everybody at when the Super Bowl came to Atlanta and I did it and niggas told me I was selling out?
Wow.
Y'all don't remember, like, this was the Kaepernick era.
That's right.
Yeah.
During the Kaepernick era, Super Bowl came to Atlanta. I'm being Atlanta nigga, I'm saying, dog, listen, we don't know if we're gonna ever get Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, we gotta take advantage of this. This is, you know, this still Atlanta. This still the city that it's always been, where niggas feel like we ain't really hip hop.
Yeah.
Although we done took over for the last 25, 30 years.
Right.
But niggas still try to play us like, you know, mumble rap, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. So I'm still saying this Atlanta, man. Niggas really diss me, and niggas was saying all kind of wild shit. JD, you dancing for the white man, you goddamn Sambo ass nigga did that, like all kind of crazy shit.
Well, Kendrick, they was trying to do the same thing, saying that, you know, Kendrick gonna go perform for the Super Bowl. They were trying to say that since he like Mr. Righteous, the Messiah, the Savior, hip-hop savior, he shouldn't perform for the Super Bowl.
I would love to hear Kendrick Lamar's thoughts on why the hell he's now in bed with the NFL when a couple of years ago he was squarely on the side of Colin Kaepernick. Talk about why you have changed your stance seemingly, and you're now the same person that's pushing the line for the same people you said oppressed your brother, oppressed another black man.
Like every angle was trying to get touched. They were trying to touch every single angle to negate this Super Bowl performance that he about to get. But JD got a point here, man, because I do remember that was in that era of the Kaepernick, you know, the kneeling thing. But I get his point. I get his view of it. His view is basically like, we might not get this moment again. It's funny because you see how things can like change depending on the perspective and how you look at it. Some people look at it like he's selling out. He looking at it like, yo, this a moment for Atlanta, you know? And I guess it's a special thing when you from the city and they go to your city and you performing it. It's a special thing, but that just ain't what happened here with Kendrick. Like, they went with Kendrick.
And y'all ain't make no big ass uproar about us performing that Super Bowl.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't, maybe I shouldn't be like that. But
No, that's real. No, that's real.
Hot 97 in New York, all these niggas was talking bad about me. Like, yo, JD, you ain't standing with the brother. You Kaepernick, you just out here trying to take that blood money. And I'm like, blood money?
Wow.
Right? And I had the mothers. I met with the mothers that
Blood money is
had
crazy.
they children killed by police officers.
Yeah.
Right? That's in the city. And I had a meeting with them about me doing this. They was totally against me being involved with the NFL. They took me down through there about being part of the Super Bowl. So for me, it's a whole different feeling, because I'm like, y'all don't remember like how much shit I went through just to put on for the city.
Come on,
I
bro.
just wanted, so when I seen Wayne say, you know, he worked his ass off to be able to do Super Bowl if it ever came to his city, I feel that 100% because I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was robbed. Didn't nobody think about welcome to Atlanta in Atlanta during Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get what he's saying, but at the same time, bro, that Kaepernick thing was a moment, bro. Like, of course you're gonna have people looking at it negatively. And at that very moment, everybody was like, the NFL. And, you know, Lil Wayne saying, you know, you worked his whole life to perform at the Super Bowl. Like, bro, it don't always just work out like that for you. Maybe the Super Bowl isn't where it's at for you. Maybe where it's at for you is you doing your own reunion elsewhere. You gotta stop, like, coddling people and trying to get people to, like, get their way every time, bro. You can't get everything, dog.
I mean, I understand both sides. Don't get me wrong. I understand Jay-Z doing his job. Kendrick Lamar performing is a spectacle. But at the same time, them hot boys hitting that stage in Louisiana. It's a whole different energy.
Right.
Now people might say, well, they ain't say the hot boys, they said Lil Wayne, but I don't see no way possible that Wayne hit that stage and don't bring the hot boys with him.
Right.
And I mean, I said something about this the other day so I know this shit probably gonna go crazy on the internet, niggas gonna whatever. But I was saying this the other day, and I wasn't talking about Drake. I wanna make sure I clear that up right now. I was not sending a shot to Drake. What I was saying is me as a hip-hop lover and as a nigga from the South to see all them niggas on stage at one time in New Orleans doing 400 degrees, drop it like it's doing goddamn
back that ass up.
All these songs.
Get your roll on.
You know what I'm saying? That to me is I couldn't have missed that as a
nostalgic.
As a hip-hop lover, right? And people saying, well, you know, that was Wayne and the Hot Boys moment. Drake would have went there and took the glory. No, he wouldn't.
And if y'all don't know what he's referring to the comments that he made where he said he couldn't believe that Drake wasn't there. Who knows why Drake wasn't there, bro? But the fact that he wasn't there kind of says a lot. Lil Wayne is supposed to be like your biggest mentor, dog. Like, so absolutely Drake should have been. Absolutely.
Drake just being there would have shown that his love. So what I realized is I started saying, you know what? The love in hip hop ain't the same as like love in basketball, right? It ain't like that. Like niggas don't love hip hop the way I love hip hop. Right? Because if you love hip hop, you understand a moment. Right? You understand a moment. You understand that it might not happen again.
I guess he's referring to the Hot Boy era and the Hot Boys like getting on stage and, you know, performing. That's a moment that he says people aren't appreciating. It meaning that if you don't want to see Lil Wayne on stage at the Super Bowl, you don't love hip hop the way that he does. I gotta disagree with that, bro, because I think a lot of people looked at this thing and just said that they don't know if Wayne is the right performance for this venue. It's not to say that people don't want to see the Hot Boys get together, just not at this venue, dog. This ain't it for you. Like, listen, people want to see the Hot Boys get together. People want to see the Hot Boys perform. Hell yeah, they want to see them do 400 Degrees, all the classics. But this is not the venue, dog. I just don't think this is the venue. Maybe some years earlier, it could work. But right now, I don't think that people want to see that for this venue. Now, if Kendrick Lamar doesn't have the year that he's currently having, I don't know, maybe Lil Wayne becomes more of an option. If it wasn't Kendrick, it could have been someone else that was having a great year. And then what were we going to talk about then? Were we going to say that they shouldn't have performed and it should have been Lil Wayne? I don't know.
You got to take advantage of these moments. Just a moment. I just feel like the love for... The internet fucked up the love because niggas feel like they could just watch it on the internet now. I'll watch it tomorrow. Watching it tomorrow and being there is two different things.
That's right.
You watching that shit on your phone and being there and hearing that crowd sing 400 Degrees.
Come on, man.
All right.
I agree with that point because if you, for example, take the pop out, right? The pop out live when it was actually happening was fucking amazing. And I can only imagine the atmosphere of actually being there, like in the building. So even watching it live, like, was amazing. Had you watched it after it was live and it had passed and everything, like, there's definitely a difference. So I feel him on that. And I get it. I can't disagree with that.
And like I said, I might have too much passion about it because I'm from the South and them niggas from the South.
Yeah.
And I know what them songs felt like to a crowd in the South.
Come on.
To see all them niggas bling bling on stage at one time.
Yeah. Come on, man.
And not just the Hot Boys, the big timers was up there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They had Baby and Manny Fresh on stage doing their verses, and if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks prior to this, Turk and BG was arguing on the internet.
Those are facts.
Right?
Those are
So I'm
facts.
saying, like, do y'all realize what just happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And y'all mad at me because I said I can't believe Drake didn't go. I can't believe that. Like I said, Drake. I understand Drake represent his country and he got to do what he got to do for his city. I get it, but he don't play basketball. He rap.
And I agree with him. Drake don't play ball. He rap. So for you to be at the game instead of being there supporting Wayne, I don't know. It does say a lot. It does implicate some things, but I personally agree with JD. I think Drake should have been there. You know, like you talk about this guy being your mentor. You talk about this guy being the reason you have this career you have. Everything you're doing is essentially credit to Lil Wayne. So you should have been there. I ain't gonna lie. You should have been there. You shouldn't have been at no Toronto game me mugging DeMar DeRozan. Or is it that you just felt so petty and you wanted to get some get back so bad that you had it in your mind that I can't wait to get to this game and stare him down? Yeah, all right. Okay, sir. You sure showed him.
Exactly.
Right? He don't play basketball.
gotta jump on that.
He do gotta jump and he gotta jump and he gotta jump. You gotta jump and he gotta jump.
Drake
But
ain't
I
got
gotta
no
jump
damn
in the-
jumper. Why y'all lying, yo?
Oh! Somebody!
Come
I
on.
gotta be there. It's no way possible. I don't care who else is on the show. I don't want to see this shit on my phone.
Right.
I don't want to see this shit on YouTube. I want to be at this shit so I can feel what's gonna happen.
I think JD gotta understand that this is just a different generation, dog. Like, I get it. You wanna see it. You wanna be there. You wanna experience it. You just gotta accept that this generation just ain't like that. Everybody would rather go to a concert, but I think what he gets out of it, just being there, like, it's not the same with this generation. Like, they're just fine watching it on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like moments in hip hop are to be experienced, not to be watched on YouTube and Instagram.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
I think every moment in hip hop is experienced whatever way that you can experience. If you're watching it on YouTube, it's still an experience. You know, it might not be as great of an experience if you're not there personally, but it's still an experience. And yeah, Drake should have been at that show. Drake should have been at that show to support Lil Wayne. He shouldn't have been in Toronto, me mugging DeMar DeRozan, bro. He should have been at that show. And as for the fact that people, you know, picking K-Dot over Lil Wayne, not really like being fans of hip hop, I don't agree with that. I just think it's two different sides, and I think it's two different opinions. If you're a diehard Lil Wayne fan, I feel like you're gonna feel like he got snubbed, and everybody feels like he entitled to that performance. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I gotta be real with it. Lil Wayne just not that great at performing right now.
What though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the dough. I'm so broke. Aiming at the head like a buffalo.
Can he hold his own? Yeah, but he's just not that great. I don't know if the majority, we could say that, I don't know if the majority of people want to see Lil Wayne on a Super Bowl stage. And that just is what it is, man. Kendrick Lamar rightfully earned that opportunity, and it just is what it is. I think a lot of people have accepted that. Kendrick Lamar is a great performer. So it is what it is, man. Wayne had his moment, and it's done. He had his moment. They did their reunion. They did what they had to do, and it was appreciated by people who wanted to see the Hot Boys together. It was appreciated. So, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Listen, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Violate that like button for your boy. It's your boy Goods. BigZoeTV. Let's go. Wait, I'm the truth, you ain't never lied. Top down, all crews like vanilla sky. All this hate against the kid, it should be televised. Afraid of heights, not me, I'm forever fly. Yup, I'm back, but I never left. You niggas left ain't coming back, son, that's kinda death. Matter of fact, I made it better, y'all was wasting breath. I hold it down while you're gone, won't even know you're left.